With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight. Rangers. 70 Rangers. Trap 50. Trap 50. Ready.
Back to throw Dobbs. And right away he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert following the turnover. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
That's complete to Wicks.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Dobbs now on second down.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
Touchdown, Packers.
DK Metcalf.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Hawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, here's the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
The Seahawks at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll try the air now with Herbert.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Christian Watson.
52 yards.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver. Part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Dobbs. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Dobbs is throwing. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle they go. Bacon. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Quick throw to Collins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Hold the ready. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Trap 50, trap 50.
Dobbs.
He gets that one complete to Wicks. Now they'll audible to something else.
On first down, Bacon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Cut 19, cut 19.
Throwing here, Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers.
DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers have taken the lead.
In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now it's Herbert. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
12 more yards there and another first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
And he takes a shot on the release.